Well, let's see here. Settings. Proper. Let me get the chats open. I gotta get the chats open. Yeah. Can't. We're fucking doing fancy shit. We are going fancy today. You guys don't know about that fancy. You have arrived at the fancy channel. We wear Gucci button ups and Prada pants. I don't even know if that makes sense. Alright, let's pop out of that chat. If you guys are here from the AI Factory, make sure and drop a chat. Out of your Tell me if you can hear me. Hope you can fucking hear me. I don't know. Well, we gotta have a few pieces of equipment to get this thing started. Nothing crazy though. Oh no, I don't even think my headphones are plugged in. We're charging. Well, that's fucking awesome. I have a gun. I don't know if I plugged them in to charge, but we got a couple minutes till stream starts. Just barely. Oh. That's alright. That's the point of live streaming, right, Cookie? Adjust. That's all you can do. You can't do anything else. You just gotta get it going. I don't know if people can fucking hear me. Can you hear me? Alright, cool. You guys can't hear me, huh? Why no? Alright, where we at? Do we have the Yeti here or do we have the Kodiak Grizzly? Kodiak, you here? Caw-caw! Sorry, you're getting feedback. Caw-caw! I didn't charge my fucking headphones last night. Jordan. Yes, I do. And what I told, we talked about that the other night, didn't we? When I told the Kodiak Grizzly, or the Kodiak Chef, I keep calling him the Grizzly, but I just need to call him the Kodiak Chef. No, so, yes sir. Today, doing a little setup, so I'm going to show people how to set up their live stream. Jordan. Oh, there's a limit on how much you can text in the chat. Whatever. Here you go. Yeah, man, I had a Zoom call with Jeff from school this morning, and he's like, man, like it's fucking cool what you do, but like you're talking about it like I know much about it as you do. Like we need to break this down step by step. I'm like, all right, well, if we're gonna make this effective, like we got to start square one. Just where, all right, we're live streaming. How are we gonna set that up? And then we're definitely doing the live reaction video. I'm not sure what you're supposed to be doing during a live reaction, but you know, Jordan, I figured with the two of us together, we might be able to come up with a good plan. Oh, it's all good, dude. You can do your thing. I gotta record tutorials anyway, so there's not much. I mean, when I'm recording and trying to edit them out, there's not much I can do back and forth on the chat style, but you know, you do what you gotta do. Do what you can do. I just appreciate that you keep showing up and saying hi to me every day. You're like my only friend. You and Tookie Tookie. Tookie Tookie Tookie. And I don't know if the Kodiak chef's coming or not, but I hope he can. I'm going to send him a message in school, see if he can make it. Because, I mean, these are for you, Kodiak. Where you at, bro? Oh, and I got to post. I sent 2 pictures to my computer so I can show people what I use. I mean, you don't need a ton of shit to get set up. Do not have an expensive setup. You just gotta know how to tweak it. You know what I'm saying? Sign into that shit, son. Kodiak Chef. So now we need to go team live stream. I think a live reaction is all about being overly emotional. I actually talk about that in my video. Oh, Jordan. Okay. You want some fucking sauce in your life, bro? You want some spice? Some spice? Spice. You got it, bud. Overly emotional. Like excited. Oh my gosh. I just can't be making any. I gotta mute my maybe turn down my microphone when I'm doing it too, so it doesn't sound all fucking crazy. Because when I start fucking yelling, I'm a loud person naturally, so where my sound settings are, where are we at right now? We're at 67. I'm just hanging out talking because you don't want to be too loud, but I will fucking. Yeah, but when you said something, I didn't even think about that. I'm like, we're literally doing a live reaction for somebody's channel, and I'm sitting here like, good point. I need to be like, fuck yeah, let's go. Homestead. I'll do some cool shit. We'll figure it out. We can't plan this shit. Do this. We don't plan shit. We just execute. You know what I do need to do, though, so my fucking phone doesn't die tonight? Is plug this shit in. Woo! Plug that shit in. Yeah, sexy lady. Jordan keeping up that stat city orb. iPhone 13 Pro Max. And then we have 3 lights. It was an Amazon package. Green sheet pro. Anything else am I missing? Oh, headphones. Sony headphones. Screen. Anything else? It? You don't need a ton of shit. Hmm. Motherfucker. I gotta stop saying that so much during live stream. I gotta stop saying fuck so much. Fuck. Oh, file too large. Give me a break. It's a picture. Ah. Gosh, what's the cloud convert? Oh. We'll have to put cloud convert in the cool AI factory, baby. Are you on Twitch, maybe? No, you're not. Come on, you piece of shit. What are you going to Tampa for? What are they doing in Tampa? What are you doing in Tampa? Oh. Good, I'm not recording. Jeff was giving me shit the other day or today about picking my nose on live stream. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. You're right, but I had a ton of shit in my nose and I just had to get it. There was no time to wait. It was one of those that was like, Ooh, PNG. Firewall upgrade, computer stuff. I might need, if I actually start getting some fucking users on this app, Jordan, I'm gonna need a network guy eventually. I mean, that'd be fucking cool, right? Classroom. Put it in the library. What should that be under? Tech tools? Tech tools. Dee. Think about it, Jordan. I need like 300 users. And network guy, Jordan. All we need, 300 people. New page, cloud convert. Easy. Example. Computer stuff of my setup. Airdrop from unmanaged network services, and I think I could probably do 150 per user and 50 stores email address. I think food, antivirus, backup protection. Dude, that's a big business right now. I was actually working for. Well, you're not lazy, clearly, but what if you? Okay, so talk about this because this was something I was doing for a company in Castle Rock. I mean, very, very recently, like less than a few months. But managed network services are fucking huge, and you can be remote. So what I do is so what I do on BizRise.io. If you go there, there's 3 companies I think on there right now. One is Higher Energy, the other one's Iron Forge Commercial Repair, and then Riley's Roofing. But I also use that kind of as like a sales venue, right? So if people need different companies, if they need people for staffing or commercial repair, snow plows, although it's like 80 degrees in Colorado today, but could snow tomorrow or today. You never know. But I can sell them and you can just do the managed services. I'll do the selling, you do the managed services. Long story short. Because as much as I love sitting in front of the computer all the time, sales is my background. But that would be fun to do with you. Do a little fucking Jordan is the wizard. I'll bring you customers and then you fuck with them and when we jump on a Zoom meeting like I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that. Whatever. Dude, I think that's a huge deal, man. Managed services is huge. What's up, Chevy? You use Arch, by the way. Yeah, Jordan, you don't strike me as which is funny too, because you're a very personable person. And I mean, your videos are good. You're fucking funny. You're fucking hilarious, and you're sharp too. Try and slow play it, but Yeah, you're sharp as fuck. I fucking figured. You can't slow play me anymore, bruh. Chevy, Chevy, Chevy. Who's Chevy? Do we know Chevy? Is that a part of the club? Good. I'm glad there was a P. You're not. You're not average intelligence. You can't. I am way past the Jordan slow play. You're not average intelligence by any means. Not by any means, sir, and I am not buying it. Plus, you served our country, so you could be dumb as a fucking box of rocks, and I'm still gonna call you a fucking genius. Ooh, shit. Mother trucker. One of the first couple videos I did. Yeah, see, I fucking told you. Send me the link to that. No, 115 isn't slightly. Because I think, what, 130's genius level? Beginner genius? You're not that far off. I mean, that 15 points is quite a bit. The scale is fucking 30 to get to genius level. So 130 and 115, you're 15 points away. And you could probably do the math to convert that from 100 into 30, do fractions. Bro. Oh, 140 is? 115's on the way, brother. That's what I scored. 140. Kidding. Fuck you. Send me the link to that, though. I took one back in the day, but I don't know if it's accurate. I want to verify my results on my previous test. I didn't finish. Oh, okay. I think that's the point, though, right? Mensa IQ challenge? Alright, yeah. So that's stupid you can't fucking put links in the chat. Mensa IQ. We should do this shit live. Do a live IQ test. I think this one might be the one I took. I think I did take this one. And it has like puzzles and like logic and shit like that. So like, which one doesn't belong, right? Yeah, it's a 20-minute IQ test. Yeah, that's the one I did before. I think. I don't know. I'll do that tonight though, because I want to verify. Like, I think I'm fairly smart, but I don't think I'm. I just want to verify the results. Let's say that. Prepare and get ready for the test. How do you prepare for an IQ test? Fucking prepare, you just take it. Yeah, yep. Dude, I think I actually took this one. I'm not kidding. I really do think I took this exact test. Because isn't that like the Mensa's? Yeah, I took the Mensa one. Because that's like the certified one. Yeah, I did take that one before. Cool. I'll knock that out tonight, baby. I wonder if fucking Kodiak's here. Kodiak, if you're here, drop it. Say something in the chat. Kodiak. So I can fucking get ripping on setting this shit up. I'm special. Dude, I'm fucking stupid sometimes. And I'm smart. Is that the same fucking file? No, where's the other fucking file? Thought my wife. Who's your wife? But hey. What's mine is yours. Yours. Yeah, on that first one, and see, that's what I want to verify, dude, because I don't know. We'll see. Oh. You're getting divorced too? Did we talk about that before? We did, huh? We're all fucking getting divorces together. Fucking stupid. It sucks dicks. BNG. 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 G. 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 BNG. Get darker. Whatever. Post it. We don't have time to think. We did. I remember. Was that in Robbie's initial meeting? Fuck divorce, dude. This shit blows. Especially because my kids aren't close anywhere. Sucks. Fucking sucks. But life goes on. What do you do? Fucking get kicked in the dick. Jeff, jump in the comments, you Kodiak grizzly bear. Jeff. Come hang on the live, bro. I'm gonna get my links for Jeff. God damn it. Where's the mouse? There it is. There it is. Cool. Come on, man. You gotta upload multiple at a time. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We did. Fucking. Gosh. Divorce. Like, love this house. Love my kids. Probably gonna have to sell it and fucking go live in a van down by the river somewhere. Sucks. I might like this house too, but fuck. Wake up one night and your fucking kids are gone and anyway. I can't talk about divorce on camera. That's not fun to talk about anyway. That's kind of fucking depressing. Let's not talk about that. Which we got youtube.com. YouTube.com. Lots of that we really should talk about. Yeah, no shit, dude. We should, but we just bottle it up and take it in the fucking nuts. I mean, I probably haven't, like, I didn't fucking know shit about apps until, or AI and all this shit until about 2 years ago, 2.5. You know, you're not fucking stupid. Your radar's picking up what's going on. So I'm like, all right, well, I better figure out a way to make some money mobily. Because if I want any chance of hanging out with my kids, I gotta be able to not be at work from 8 to fucking 5 every day and then like every other week. I'm like, fuck that, dude. Jesus. Fucking stupid. So that's why I went out on this. That's why I've literally learned everything from square one. Is just, I gotta see my kids. And the best way I figured to do that was to develop some sort of a SaaS or AI tool. Yeah! Kodiak's here! The Kodiak Salmon Slapper. The Kodiak Jungle Master. Even though it's not a jungle, but you get the fucking point. The Kodiak Killer. From Alaska, Jeffrey Sathoff. Did I say that right? Sathoff. Yee. All right, dude. So, Jeff, I don't know. Fucking damn right, that's my why. That's the only fucking reason I'm doing this. 24/7, 365, dude. I haven't gone anywhere or done anything really besides, you know, whatever I need to do to make money and then continue to develop this. Literally did nothing else. Which one? Jeffrey, the Kodiak Killer? Maybe. Would it be the Kodiak Chef? You don't like that? I thought that had such a good ring to it, and then I could growl at you. Arr! That's Jordan. AKA Cacao. Cacao. Gosh, I love that. I need to stop with my childish bullshit. I'll work on being more political one of these. Awesome setup. The reason I picked Kodiak was it just sounded good. I could do, you want to do the Anchorage Chef? Like, it doesn't have that ring to it. The Anchorage Sous Vide. Oatmeal cup Kodiak. All right. I mean, it'll come to me. You can't force a nickname, right? All right. Kodiak's not sticking. Okay. Man, I'm not gonna call you the Salmon Slapper. Ooh, I don't know. Should we? The salmon. No, we don't want to say that. The Salmon Pounder or the Salmon Slapper? I don't know. We'll figure it out. You're the shit, dude. I appreciate you pumping the numbers. J Money, the Alaska Chef. All right. But you realize, Jeff, you can't pick your own nickname. Just saying. Me and old Cacao there might get together and make up something real bad, like the salmon butt sniff. No, I'm just kidding. The salmon butt sniffer. Just kidding. Jeff. 5 o'clock. We're going all night, baby. Jordan, one of these days we're gonna meet up in person for one of those. No, Jeff, when we get rolling on like, I'll pull my Streamlabs window over and it's gonna be a little goofy looking because it kind of goes into tunnel mode. But I figured when we're setting up from square one, might as well just set up from square one. Now, the question I wanted to ask you is, do you want to Like, are you gonna download Streamlabs Desktop Ultra and like set it up along with me so we go click by click, or is that something you just wanna watch the tutorial recorded and then kind of do it later? Up to you. Okay, so fucking hustle. Got it. Got it, on it. Okay, starting to record. Go. 3, 2, 1. Yee. Welcome to BizRise.io. Let's set up your live stream using Streamlabs Desktop Ultra, baby. Now I'm gonna drag this over to my main screen, and I did have the camera on there to get it started in the mic, but I'll make sure and show you guys how to do that so you can get it done. Jeff, if you guys have a question during this, just drop it in the chat and I'll try and jump over to it while we go. But let's get a tutorial of how to set up a new scene in Streamlabs Desktop Ultra. Now, there's going to be two sources actually, because I mean, I got to get my screen capture on here, but that'll be all right. Is that tunnel vision, which is just goofy. But what we can do, we will drop in picture over that so we can get it on top. Switch to screen. Add an image in. Source. Here. Let's get an image just to kind of lay on there, and then we'll go into really just kind of cussing and discussing on, you know, how to add stuff, what stuff is, how to make it fancy, how to make it all pretty. Even though you don't need a ton, you just need to get set up. Okay, so let's go to Team Livestream. Let's get to fill up that tunnel vision. People don't get all dizzy watching the live stream. All right. You guys see that? What can you see? Okay, so you can see my whole chingaderas there. All right, cool. Yeah, that'll work, brother. No problem. That's probably the way we're gonna have to do. I mean, some of this stuff anyway. And that's the point of having the school, right? Like, put this shit in the community so people can learn. All right. So what we got going on here is this is the whole Streamlabs Desktop Ultra dashboard, essentially. So think of Streamlabs as essentially like the control room at ESPN. You know, you got people videoing, that's video in your camera. It's going to go to control like a producer room, you know, it's somewhere to produce what the videos are doing, a bunch of buttons. You've seen it on videos. People sitting in there, you know, shit like this, getting yelled at. And there's one boss up top telling everybody which scene to go to. That's what Streamlabs Desktop is essentially for you. And it's got a ton of features. So we'll just start in the top left and just kind of work our way around. But the first thing I want to do is add the camera and a green screen and kind of how to take that filter out. Just so you're not looking at a blank, bland screen. Got to spice it up a little bit. The Alaskan chef was nice enough today to compliment me. And I'm going to take notes from that streamer. And we're doing fucking push-ups starting tonight. Here we go. So the first thing I got to do to add my iPhone or add my camera is go into sources here. And think about sources as like where you're pulling in all the media for your scene, right? So those will be sources, camera, video capture device. So this is going to be like adding all that stuff. You can add widgets, collapsing, all that. So let's go in. That's just basically how you do it. You just come in and click on add source right here. And we're going to look for video capture device. I have my iPhone paired with my computer, so it shows up automatically. But you can set it up to where basically it just kind of connects. So every time I open up Streamlabs Desktop Ultra, it just bing, we're good to go. Now you got to be careful because whenever you open up Streamlabs Desktop Ultra, so does your phone camera. So be aware of that. Don't be saying stupid shit like I do when you start live streaming. Just turn it on and roll, right? So now what do we got? The first thing that I like showing people, like, get your camera on there, right? And what we got to do to resize it, there's a couple of things. You can drag it around. You can pull from corners to resize that. And you can also trim it. So on a Mac, it would be Option. I'm not sure on a PC. But I'm holding down Option and selecting this sidebar over here on the left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click and I'm going to drag that in. So it's all green. And what's missing over here? That's sun. Okay, so that's another thing too. Like you see this strip right here, how it's extra light on my chest. That's gonna throw off the green screen when it has that real bright light in it. You want to control your light. That's what we were talking about earlier. You don't want to have light being different hitting your screen. I'm gonna go close those blinds real quick, but I wanted to show an example of like, hey, what can mess it up? Because that'll look a little goofy. Actually, you know what? Let's just add the green screen and see if it cuts through. Because it won't cut through me, I don't think, but it'll probably cut through, yeah. Okay, so let's check it out. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna trim this up a little bit, make sure you don't have any of that excess in there. You just wanna have really what you need in your stream. And you can leave yourself a little room up top because, if you're stretching or something, you gotta move around a little bit. All right. In order to get that filter on there, what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to the bottom. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, it's just a little behind. I don't have my headphones on. But what we can do once I see it. Oh, because that's sitting in front of the damn. I got double vision going on over here. I got a big version of that and a small version of that. Okay, so we'll just minimize this down to the size on the corner where it covers the chat. Okay, and then we'll drag it down per. Easy money, right? All right, let's test it out. So put on the green screen, you just come over here and right click on video capture device. From there, you go into filters and edit filters. Visual preset, none. That's how I have my settings. We're gonna go into add filter. And what we're looking for is chroma key. Not color correction, not color key, chroma key. The first time I was setting this up, I clicked on color key and was trying to make it work. Got frustrated. It's chroma key, not color key. So chroma key, and we're going to click add. That's going to put that green screen on my stream. Now, the settings straight out of the box for Streamlabs Desktop Ultra are going to be pretty solid. I mean, you can ramp up the smoothness, you can ramp up settings, you can play with it, but know that little adjustments make a big difference in it. So even if, like 249, that's going to look weird. I mean, even at 90, you're going to see a difference. But it starts to get a little fuzzy, it starts to get a little gravelly, so I try and leave it just at the settings and roll with it. I mean, the thing you can obsess about is trying to set this up perfect every single time, or get it pretty good, and like your green screen is not going to be 100% perfect, but they're pretty damn good all the time. Let's see if that light does anything. Does it cut through it? See how it's making that weird little gleam right there? That is going to be like, if I had that everywhere, like when the sun starts dropping to come into that window more, you're going to have more of that sun hitting it, and that green screen's going to, yeah, see, it takes it out of that. So where do I need to go? So that's nothing there. That's just light. So you want to make sure you have your light under somewhat of a control. Like I thought more light would be the best, so I opened up every blind I had one time, and it just cuts through it. So it looks terrible. So the best lighting possible that I think works well is like if sunlight is hitting blinds and then coming in. So let me go close my blinds and I'll flip my camera around so you can see it. Look out, baby. All right, how's that look? We got a little bit of control there, right? Nothing crazy. Oh, Jeff, look at those. Look at the orange shorts tonight. Those are for the Alaskan chef. I dressed up fancy tonight, Jeff. I got you covered, bud. So check this out. So this is what it looks like in my living room. Let me spin this puppy around. And I got my phone sitting on an OBS or a DJI gimbal. There's the window, what the window's looking at. Right, so the sun directly comes in from that. That window's facing west, so it's facing the sun. So usually we get a lot of natural light in the house, but that actually works great because having that white to kind of shield the light, but also provide it, it's just the best combo for setting up a stream. There's my fancy shirt. There's the downstairs cribs tour. Alright, so that is basically lesson 101 on lighting, and it looks like I switched screens somehow. Scenes. That's fun. New scene. Okay. Let's go back to the new scene where we have nothing. Alright, cool. And that, I mean, having a standard stream like that, just you and not a bunch of fancy shit, like depending on your target market or your audience, hits. Like I was doing one for my buddy Scott, and I think he's in his 50s, you know, hell of a dude, good sales guy. He's like, dude, all that fancy shit bugs me. I'm like, all right, cool. So I just took off all of that, right? So this is a good, just standard looking stream right out of the gates, but there's a ton of stuff you can do, so we're not stopping. We got till probably about 5:45 for Jeff because he's got to get some time to get on a Zoom meeting. But let's check out the layout editor. This is if you want to come in and change, you know, like your mini feed or your display. So this is your mini feed right here where people are following and watching you. Now who's following, who subscribes? I need to get some more subscribers. That's just sad. I've had more subscribers than that, but you know what? That's okay. The point of this is how you edit it. You can come in and edit your setup. Honestly, I've never changed that setup one time. It's always been consistent. It just seems to work for what you need to do, and they got it dialed in. Studio mode. This is very, very helpful because if you're just going to live stream, like thinking, you know, if you're going to do tutorials or anything important that people need to see or like with good visuals, you don't want to do, it's unless you have your hotkey set up, or I mean, like my scene just changed and I had no fucking clue about it. That's what a good thing about studio mode is. Like if I were to click a change or to click, you know, switch a scene, it's only going to switch the scene on studio mode and it won't switch the scene on my live. So you're good to go as far as, you know, you can feel a little bit more free to just be bumping around keys, because I'll show you in a little bit, but hotkeys, that's going to be something that you want to set up for your stream to make it a little bit easier on your life. Now, we'll get overlays, and we're going to jump over overlays because that'll be kind of the last thing. That's all the fancy shit. You need to see like the shit that works or the stuff you need. Like App Store, you can come in here and you can add music. Pillar is like, you know, adding all the links that you get to be in partnership with Streamlabs Desktop Ultra. They offer a ton of stuff, but we don't need to get apps right now. Highlighter is when, like for this stream, for example, if I did a 45-minute stream and I was putting in markers, which I'll show you on Twitch, you can go in and just highlight. Like you can just drag into sections to edit your video real quick. And that's just by dropping stream markers. Makes it really easy. And these are all the recordings that you've done. What's cool about Streamlabs Desktop Ultra is it natively saves your videos to your machine. So you're live streaming, it's going to save it to those platforms automatically. So Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you're streaming, Facebook, Insta, doesn't matter. It's going to save it there. But you're also going to get that quality file saved natively to your computer. So you're not losing any compression, which is nice. It's very nice to have that right out of the gate from your initial recording. You can upload it to YouTube right out of the gate. You can take clips for social media, like I was talking about, subtitles and edits. So like 19 hours ago, I'll try and find one that was short, but like when I come in here and click on clip, this one's something that's might take a little while to load, but it's a pretty good feature because you can take your landscape videos, right? And you clip them down into portrait mode where they have a couple boxes that you can go around and like position them to be where they are. You can get subtitles out of it. Huge. Need them for transcription. Need them for training AI. And then you can also edit it. Streamlabs Desktop Ultra comes with their video editor. It's in a web browser. Acts a lot like iMovie. Very user-friendly, great spot to do. I mean, that's going to be a tutorial all in itself. You could do a month of tutorials on fucking Streamlabs. But moving down the list to the stuff you're going to need. How are we doing on time? All right. Dashboard home, that's going to be in the browser as well. That's kind of where you do all your settings and stuff. CloudBot if you need to add a bot. Some widgets if you want to add widgets to your stream, like an alert box. These are kind of like the show and go things. Right, and we'll get into that too, but the first thing I wanted to show you just to make sure we get it done tonight is getting you set up, because this is going to be the most important part of setting up Streamlabs Desktop Ultra. Is getting your settings right. I think that was the clip I was trying to do, maybe the edit, but either way. We're going to come into settings and check this out. Because this is going to be your bread and butter when you get it rolling, right? Multi-streaming, what do we need to do? I'll show you. Stream, nothing too crazy to mess with here. That's going to need to be changed, but that'll be for Instagram. If you go live stream to Instagram, you're going to need these two, your stream key and your URL. But again, you can go to TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Trovo. I'm not on Trovo, but those are the platforms that I have installed right now and you can stream to. So pick your poison, right? Easy money. Output. Now we're going to start getting into some settings that we need to pay attention to. All right. And these are going to be a little, I don't know if you guys can see that necessarily on my screen. I hope you can. Because we're going to need to make sure you can see all that good stuff. It's not showing it. Motherfucker. Yeah, it is. Son of a gun. No way. Okay, so on my screen, what I'm looking at is the picture. On your screen, the picture's on top of the settings. We need to take that picture off real quick. So, let's see how we delete a source out of Streamlabs Desktop Ultra. Let's go into the editor. I didn't think about that. Go into the editor up here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take that picture out of there. We go down to our new scene, and we're going to take out that image so you guys can see the settings. That is my fault. All right, let's go into the settings and take a look. That looks a little better, I think. I did not know this whole time you guys couldn't see that. I'm sorry. That's on me. But now that we're rocking and rolling, let's check them out. Let's get back into it. We'll start at the top, general. I haven't changed anything on the general settings ever. I haven't checked anything. Just boom, good to go, leave it. Multi-streaming, that's just kind of saying, hey, go connect them in your stream settings, confirm all the stuff you need to. Not a big deal. You'll see that when you're kind of clicking go live. It's like 3 boxes. Give your stream a title, a description, and select the category. Easy money. Here, that's still... Oh, damn. You know what, Jordan? Let's see. Nope. Okay, we're good. I want to make sure you guys can see that. Oh, no, you still can't. Son of a gun. All right. This is the fun part about live streaming. Take 3. Let's learn how to set up the settings in Streamlabs Desktop Ultra without an image blocking my screen. All right, so we're going to come down to the bottom left and click on settings. There we go. Good. Now we can see it. Effective tutorials are really important for people to see the fucking screen that you're clicking on. Jack. Ew. All right, multi-streaming. General up here. I've never changed any of the settings. Not once. Set and forget. Multi-streaming. This is just basic instructions on how to set up the multi-stream. You just go into the settings, add a title, description, category, click go live. Real easy. Stream. These are the destinations you can stream to. Insta, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, you can stream to all of them. But the output, this is when we're going to start getting into the nitty gritty of some of the settings. Now, this comes with a grain of salt for everyone because everyone's going to have their own setup based on internet speed, computer hardware, the whole 9 yards. All right. And what I'm recording on right now, so I'm in output mode, I'm in advanced, but on streaming, my audio track is 1, so that's just, where the audio is coming in and out of. But that's in the mixer on the editor. I'll show you that. Rate control, we have CBR, important there. But this was what I was talking about earlier with the encoder. My computer, Apple M1 chips, the H.264 encoder is, kind of built for streaming, is good with Streamlabs Desktop Ultra, but what you were talking about tonight with the i7, i9, it's going to be just fine. You're going to crush a live stream with that. You're going to be great. Now, coming down the rest of these settings, right? This is going to be really where you're going to be playing with the main stuff, and right here is the bitrate. This is what you want to be consistent when you are streaming on Twitch. You want that to be green. You want it to be in the green, not getting all red and scary, and you want it to be in the green. So let's check out my creator dashboard and see where I'm at right now. And this is everybody individual. Like, this was based on my system with, keyframes. Some people say put it at 1, leave it at 0. Don't use B frames, use B frames. When I was doing my research, looking up everything I could possibly look up for a Mac 2021 with the H.264 encoder, it said use B frames, keyframe interval 2. Okay. And I have my bitrate, I think, starting out at 4,500, maybe 5,000. But what you can do is increase and decrease by increments of 500. So if you start at 5,000, just put it in there. Go, 5,500. Do I need 6,000? And do I need 4,500? And think about bitrate, kind of like we were talking about internet speed. You're going to need more bits to do a ton of multi-streaming. So right now I'm on 2 platforms, 5750, doing good. We're holding strong, life is good. My output is 1920 by 1080, all right? Now, those are going to be like this one right here is just going to kind of be your main setting to play with. And when we go into recording, this is going to be pretty standard stuff. I don't touch much here as well. I'm just going to my movies, saying where the path is. Standard. And then audio. This one, when you initially are setting up Streamlabs Desktop Ultra, I think it comes at maybe 120 or 180 is the audio bitrate. I just ramp everything up to 320, max it out. That way I can get the best audio possible based on what I have. So just go down through each track, 320, 320, 320. Easy money. Replay buffer. I don't have one. Oh, you're good, J-Dog. You're good. Replay buffer, I don't put that on, but if you need a replay buffer, or if you need a little bit of time, you can put a buffer in there. Let's go into our audio settings. 44.1. Light it up. Okay, drop that in. Stereo channels. And this is basically, when you come down here, this is basically just telling you where your stuff's coming in and out, right? So my mic auxiliary device, this is going to be on my main mic. I just switch it up to the Yeti Orb. That's the one I'm using. You can use your phone. This was a lavalier mic, but anything's better than, I guess, nothing. But what I found was with my voice and with what I was saying. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, always use a guide too. Jordan made sure and drop that in the comments, and that is true. Like, you're gonna have to check out what's specific to your system and your internet, so make sure you check on that. And Jordan, if there's anything in this that isn't correct or can be done better, make sure and drop that in the comments as well. I'm not here to say I'm the best in the world. I'm here to help people get this done. So if there's a better way and I can improve too, let me know. All right, brother? But this is basically just going to tell you where your stuff's coming in and out. And what's important to kind of know about this is, like, my audio output that I'm, talking to you guys is the Yeti Orb. But if I want to have an audio output where I can just hear my headphones alone, I can add that on a different track so that it's not coming in and mixing that over, it's not mixing over the top of it. And you can just, so it's just basically keeping your audio track separate. And what's nice about it too is, depending on where that audio is coming from, because you can set it up as like a screen capture and that'll have audio. You can listen to music, you can pump in jams, keep your energy up, whatever. But it's nice to have. I always usually listen to either what my voice sounds like real low, just so I can have an idea and make sure I'm still getting audio, but it's not distracting. And then sometimes I fucking throw on a Skrillex playlist or 80s rock, 70s rock, something that'll kind of get you up and bumping. So that's kind of cool about it. But now we get into what everybody needs anyway. The video. You guys hear Cookie? Scratching her face. You good, baby? All right, so video. Video. What are we going to do for our outputs? All right. So using Streamlabs Desktop Ultra, this base resolution right here is going to be what your computer screen is. So I think with my MacBook, it's something goofy. It's like 1440 by like fucking 1150 or something. It's stupid. So for the base canvas resolution, I just do 1920 by 1080. I want to keep that standard just because that's what a lot of platforms are looking for, especially YouTube. If I'm streaming there and Twitch, I put it as that. And then this one right here is what you got to kind of think about. What this is, the output scaled resolution, is going to be what you're sending to the stream. And earlier, before I had that internet upgrade and lowered my bill, hashtag Xfinity, not sponsored, but what you're putting out. So previously when I was multi-streaming, I had that set at 1280 and 720 because I didn't have the upload speed at 35 megabits per second to get it out there. So you can downscale that resolution. Now, it's not going to kill the look of your stream. Like, it's still going to look really good because your base canvas and then how you're recording it is going to come in at 1920 by 1080. Now, you can use 60 frames per second. That is an option in that drop down. I keep it at 30, fairly standard. And again, you got to think about what those platforms want to see as well. Dude, look at this. Cookie, get off the table. Baby. My dog got up on a... He's a different breed, that Cookie. Sorry, guys. We'll have to edit this out. Hey, good thing I got Stream Marker with description. Cookie. Dang, that girl. Little athlete, though. Alright. Back to her, my bad. But leave it at 30 frames per second. I mean, you can put it at 60, you can. And play around with it. Like, that's the best thing about a live stream. You can kind of tinker, you can do whatever you want. And the nice thing about live streaming is, you know, and Jeff and I talked about this a little bit earlier, Jordan, and I know you kind of touched on it previously. But when I was, like, I've never had a problem in front of anybody, public speaking, doing any of that. It's just, I'm kind of a dick. I am who I am. I like fun shit. I'm loud, you know, like fucking sports, women, tequila, you know, regular shit, regular guy stuff. But what's important to know about streaming, like, don't worry too much about anything or anybody watching you or anything going on. Like, initially, like my first live streams, I don't think anybody watched. I don't think anybody actually saw them. So it's like, I was getting hyped up and I was getting nervous and nobody's there. So the one thing to know about streaming too is, like, you're going to have to put in some hours But what's cool about it is you can put in the hours just on your cell phone. Like, you don't need full Streamlabs Desktop Ultra to do it. They also have an app that you can just do on your phone, or you can go to your platform like YouTube and just click go live, you know? So nice feature there, but don't worry about going live. Just say what you got to do. If you got to play with some settings, play with some settings. Like, do your thing. You know, it's your world. All right. Now, getting into hotkeys. This one I like a lot. They should. That's awesome. We're doing on time, Jeff. All right, we still got about 15. We can get you some time. I'm not going to run you all the way up to 6, Jeff, because you got to have a little time to prep on your meeting. Yeah, no. No, nobody's fucking... And honestly, you have like half a second to bring people into your stream anyway. If they don't like you in the first 5 seconds, they're probably not even going to remember you the next day. So do you, like we talked about, Mr. Alaskan Chef. Slapping salmon. Just kidding. But be yourself. Like, do your thing. Don't worry about anything. You know, as long as your audio's decently sounding and your video's streaming, you're good. Do you. And the more you do you, it's kind of funny. The more I started just being me on the stream and not fucking worrying about, you know, do I need a script? Should I use a teleprompter? Am I saying the right things? How's my approach? Blah, blah, blah. The people see through that shit. Like, they've been saying the same sales training language for the last fucking 40 years. Ask them questions, find other shit, blah, 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 blah. Right? Just be you. Don't worry about it when you're streaming. Now, let's get into hotkeys, because these are super, super handy. This is like one of my favorite features of all time. Because when you're streaming, you're going to have a shitload of windows up, right? So I have Streamlabs Desktop Ultra on the main one. I have Twitch in the browser. Full Twitch dashboard creator, the stream manager. Shit, I'll just show you. Did I lose it? Stream working? Okay. Sorry, it's bugging out on my end. Let me show you. Doing it again. Unstable. Did I lose you guys? Is it working? Can you guys see me? Nope, what? Nope, it's not frozen, or nope, you can't see it. I'm getting fucking errors on my side. But fucking Twitch is getting goofy. So one thing I noticed too, which is weird, certain platforms don't like being live streamed. Like, you can't live stream Twitch that well. It sucks. Like, take away your bitrate and shit. Ah, it's unstable again. I see you. I'll have to check that out. I'm losing an unstable connection right now. But let's see if we can drag this over. So I was doing this before once on a tutorial, and Twitch and Streamlabs don't like being recorded. But here's what we're looking at on Twitch. Right? We're looking good. We're looking good. Not getting the spinny wheel. All right. Got some bitrate in the red, but we'll be all right. Now, where were we? Sorry. Go back to these settings. All right. So those were some of the screenshots from earlier. Hotkeys. What was I talking about here? Okay, so hotkeys is basically just you set these as keys for your scene, so you can switch. Like, I have my scene where I'm big and sitting in there, you know, hanging out, and then I have it when I'm small in the corner, and then I have like the just chatting scene. Well, like on intermission, for example, and you can set all of these, but the only ones that I do set are the switch scenes. So I'll go, you know, my intermission where I'm just kind of chatting around, I'll put that at 6 and put it in a progression. So I go 6 when I'm doing a hook, then I'll go 7. So I'm switching scenes, right? Like 6, 7, 8. And that'll kind of give you just an easy way to switch looks, and depending on what you got to do for your audience, it'll allow you to just set those scenes up really easy. And all you got to do to set them is you just click in there. You can set it whatever key you want. Set it as something that you're not going to use a lot. You know, I've done 6, 7, 8. I do, I think, what's the little, is it the Inye? The little fucking chingadera? I use that for start, stop recording, which is handy, handy, handy. You don't need to be recording a bunch of shit if you're not using it, right? But those are hotkeys, and those are really, really nice to use. And then Streamlabs Desktop Ultra likes it as well. They don't like you switching scenes a whole ton. They just kind of want to set up and go. So using the hotkeys is going to help you minimize anything that goes wrong with it when you're clicking around, because it doesn't like resizing windows. It just kind of wants to set up and stream, right? But we'll get you back into those settings here. So hotkeys, set them up. They make your life so much easier. Practice with them, do your thing, you know. So you can go, like, am I showing on my editor? I'll take off studio mode so you can see it. But I'll just go from like 6. So this is a hotkey. Pressing 6. What up, Alaskan? Boom, let's go into 7. Now I'm big as fuck. This is going to be the live reaction video to Jordan's video after this. And then you go in the 8, where you have your little head down there in the bottom. So you can give tutorials, but you're also still present, like prove it, right? It's the prove it idea. So fancy transitions matter. Use your hotkeys, people. Okay. And then let's go back into some shadings. We got about 5 minutes. Scene collections. This is just where you kind of add different scenes, and what a scene is this whole thing, right? The whole setup. So these are all your scenes over here. When you want to add a new one, you can just come in here and add it. But if you do Streamlabs Desktop Ultra, they have so many cool scenes just on their website, and you just select them and place your camera and widgets where you want. You know, get a little artistic with it, which I'm not an artist, so. You set up notifications, appearance. Now the one setting, Alaskan, before you go. This one is in advanced, and this one's important that we talked about earlier. So if we're going to go into advanced over here, we're going to scroll down a little bit. We're going to keep scrolling. I took this off. This is the stream delay. So I took that off completely just so I can talk to the chat a little better. I was doing that earlier with Jordan, and it's a little weird when it's like 30 seconds behind. You're responding like down the road. Not that great. Let's see, bind IP, media files, where is it? Automatically reconnect, retry delay. I don't have automatically reconnect, but Alaskan, this was the one that I was talking about with you earlier. Dynamically change bitrate when dropping frames while streaming. This comes initially out of the box unchecked. And I don't even know why that's a fucking setting. That should just be, yes, do it. Like, there's no this is the most important setting that you're going to put on. Your bitrate is going to be your golden goose. Dial in the bitrate, life is good, all right? But make sure that is checked. And the rest of them, I mean, it's just going to be kind of more stuff. I mean, I don't use any of this stuff. You can. And these are the apps that I have installed, like Lower Thirds to put out your social media, Pillar. So like Jordan, we were talking about sponsorships. There's like a million companies listed on Pillar that you can do affiliate stuff for. Streamlabs Music, love it. StreamB. This one's cool because it's going to give you some analytics on your stream. You know, what's working, what's not, when's the best time to do it. And Crowd Control Companion. So that's if you have a bunch of people and you need a little assistance. And then Blurp, this one's kind of cool. If people come to your site, they can pay like, 5 bits or something like that. And people can pay you in bits. And it'll make noises. Like I think I had fart sound on there, and just like GIFs that pop up, make a funny sound and go. And then get support in Ultra, but those are going to be on this while we're here. Let me get my fat head out of the way, as you guys can see that. All right, so this is the whole package that comes with Streamlabs Desktop Ultra. Like, it's fucking insane the amount of stuff they have. But Talk Studio Pro, they're going to be essentially like it's going to be like Zoom living in your browser. So if you want to have a podcast with somebody, you want to jump on a quick meeting, Talk Studio Pro does that really well. People aren't as familiar with it, but it does a great job. Which one? Talk Studio Pro? That one's just a podcast. To stream on multi-platforms at the same time, come into video, and you can do enable dual output, but it'll just naturally do it. The only reason that enable dual output is there, that's important. I'm glad you said that. But this enable dual output in the video settings, that's going to take it. So now you can go to every platform you want right now, landscape, like what I'm doing. But to have that vertical output, you select enable dual output and you're going to have that, TikTok, YouTube, people can scroll through. You can stack some scenes, which looks pretty cool. So that one's a good one. But with Ultra for sure, Kodiak or Alaska. I'm just going to call you Alaska. Talk Studio Pro does a great job. And what's cool about Talk Studio Pro is they have a teleprompter. So if you're going to be doing hey, think about this. Recording all of your social media videos, right? All right, Alaska, before we get rolling, before you go, that's what I can use. So what I would do is an optimizer. Like in BizRise.io, I made my product, and I want to make some marketing content, right? So I'm going to drag and drop BizRise.io. It'll create that social script. Boom. Okay, so I take that, just paste it into Talk Studio Pro. I'll kind of I'll have my setup different. I'll slide my computer screen behind my camera and then have it. So I'm kind of reading right above it, which is tough. Like you try and not move your eyes a ton, but people can kind of tell. But if you just kind of level it right there, and then there's different speeds, different things like that you can do. It makes it a really effective way. And actually, I was going to try and do that tonight probably. Just see how many social videos I can pump out in like 60 minutes. It's got Video Editor Pro, which is kind of like iMovie, so you can go edit your videos. You can do, clips, transitions, and sounds, all of it. It's cool. CrossClip Pro, this is probably one of my favorite features right here. I'm going to bring this down in here before you get going. These two, Alaska, if you're going to be doing some streaming, CrossClip Pro and Podcast Editor, hands down the best. CrossClip takes your lateral videos, right? So all the videos I'm doing right now, if I had like a cool moment or something I wanted to take a clip of, I could go into CrossClip Pro, set up my boxes, and it looks good. Like that one's my favorite. And you can set up it, and then you can post to all your socials from there. Podcast Editor Pro, this is badass because like doing this stream tonight, it's going to take out any of my pauses, any of my filler words, anything that isn't really relevant, and kind of like auto edits it. It doesn't like cut it right at the end of your sound, like when you start talking and end talking, but it does a damn good job. And that's the only editing I do anymore in my videos. I just take it up and I go, you take that. And I'm going to post it because I don't fucking time to edit. Don't have time. So I'm not gonna. Fuck it. But what's cool about that as well is you also get the transcription. Why is that important? Like we talked about earlier, you're going to use your transcription if you're training AI. Teach your courses. Use the transcription. Put them into AI. That way your AI knows it. Like I'm going to put this into Hank. He's going to know the transcription based on Streamlabs Desktop Ultra. That's essentially how to get your initial settings dialed in. Now, you can do a ton with this stuff. Like you can, there is so much you can do. You can get so many scenes. You can get a million different. Here's some of the scenes, which are pretty cool. I mean, you have every pick in the world, but where would be a good one for? I got you, Alaska. Check this out. Pixel. I'm not saying that because you're old. I'm old too. Look at this. This is one of my favorite ones. Pixel. Kind of got that mountain vibe to it. Although I don't like the telephone poles. Where'd you put the telephone pole? But that's really how you make your stream look all fancy. I mean, they have packages where you just come in and grab a package and kind of fits everything together. You kind of set it up and go to work. That's the way to make it like really kind of fancy AI techie. Ooh, Quest. All right. Pixel Lo-Fi, you know, you got some pretty cool stuff in here, and there's a ton. Don't get too lost in all of this because you can spend days. You know, find something you like, pick it, go, move. I mean, you can change them real easy. Let's just do that winter right now. I know Alaska's got to go. So I would just do select and install. Yep. Give me the Pixel Winter. This might be a little keeper for a while. I kind of like this one. Bam. All right. So there's my scene. Let's see where my webcam is. Nothing in the webcam. There we go. And then you just kind of have to set it up first. So if you're really gonna do, like, if you want one of those scenes, obviously pick that puppy first, and then come in, make your edits, drag and drop. You know, there's different stuff in here. So animated starting, that's not on there, but I mean, it's gonna have like all these scenes set up for you already. So you got stream starting, ending, BRB, intermission. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, all right. So you're gonna have your chat under here, your intermission screen, then you can show your computer screen. Just be careful though. Some of that movement behind people don't like. It makes me sick, or you know, whatever. I just don't like it. Like, okay, cool. You can add your social medias in here, and anytime you want to edit something, just click in that. You know, go down, edit social one, easy money, bizrise.io. Done. Okay, so now you got your bizrise.io. So you can put your socials in for people to see. Just extremely customizable. You can damn near do anything you want. So that is the initial, you know, hey, if you're going to get Streamlabs Desktop Ultra rolling, the settings are the most important. Focus on bitrate. Make sure to check dynamically, change bitrate in your stream. You know, your audio settings are going to be 320. And all you got to check is your internet speed for upload speeds. You know, if you're sitting around and play with it, you're going to have to play with it. Because I think my first upload speed was like a 6. I could still live stream 1920, 1080 to one platform. But going to 2, I had to go to 1280 by 720. So you're going to have to play with it a little bit. But biggest thing is bitrate. Get your bitrate good. Get your scene, you know, your bitrate pumping good for your system. And running your speed test, I mean, you should be good to go to multi-stream to a couple different platforms. So that's the biggest thing. There's a million different tutorials that we can do on this, and I think we will. We'll just go check every box kind of daily. And I don't know if you guys noticed that, but in the community now, I do have 3 hours during the day where I'm just going to do an hour of Flutterflow, an hour of Vertex AI, and then an hour of Team Livestream. So if people need help getting something set up or just want to bullshit about strategies, those will be there. So we can kind of handle them, and then I can do tutorials as well. It'll be great. But yeah, Alaska, go do your thing, man. I'll just end this tutorial right here and make sure we got to do the call to action, right? So how does the stream even look? Can you guys even see anything? Probably not, huh? You know, we can't win them all. So, Pixel winner, arcade pixel. We'll go back to that arcade. Gonna save all your scenes. There we go. Coming back now. Okay, let's get you out of the way. All right. Yeah, man. That is essentially how you set up your stream initially. And that's like just kind of, hey, we're going to scratch the surface here. But what's nice about it is you're going to be able to get up and rolling just from that. And we're going to do our finish. We're going to do our fancy transitions like we've been practicing, huh, Jordan? I got to practice my live video stuff. My reaction video coming up next. Go, Jordan. Woo! Hashtag Forest. Bring you in. Ooh, yeah, there we go. There's our solution. Whatever. Transition time. So even if you're Alaska, you can be a live stream superstar. And that's how you get your stream set up initially on Streamlabs Desktop Ultra with BizRise.io. Make sure and follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, join the AI Factory, and become a BizRise.io Pro member today. Boom. All right, we lost the video. Yeah, I was on fucking settings, my bad. Do you have it? We got a good bit rate. Check. But now, what I'm going to do too, Alaska, if you're still around. Is Alaska still around? All right, Alaska, if you're still around, what I'm going to do from that point is I'm going to take the recording that I just did. So the video producer, this puppy. And I'm going to drop it into Podcast Editor. The one that was natively saved. So I have, when I was hitting those hotkeys, I have like a 36-minute video. And the one before too, we think we took a little break. I hit record in there somewhere. But when you're doing it, I'm just going to take those recordings straight from the natively saved file on Streamlabs Desktop Ultra. And I'm going to take it to Podcast Editor to let it start rocking and rolling. But that is how you dial it in. I'm glad we got at least that tutorial in. Tutorial 1 in the books. J-Dog. The J-Dog Alaska man. But yeah, that'll be good for him to have in the community. I think. We'll see. Join the AI Factory right here. This is where you're gonna get all these tutorials. I'll put that one probably in team live streams because I'm gonna start. I mean, the library has some basic level stuff, but I'm gonna put the pro tutorials in the old premium bucket. Gotta have some sort of a product, right? Jay, make some sales, baby. But Jay, I think tonight what I'm gonna do. We gotta take a little break coming up so I can FaceTime my kids. Hopefully, hope I get to talk to them today. But then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump on. I don't know, probably like 7:38 tonight. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around to LinkedIn and talk to people. So, yo, come join the AI Factory. My name's Jack. Started a badass web app called BizRise.io. Small business from Colorado. I'm going to dial in the approach a little bit. I'm going to use some filters on Sales Navigator, and I'm going to get a little bit more specific so people can see a little bit better results out of it, I guess. And then what I want to do is, because we were talking about, and this one's going to be for Alaska too later, but we were talking about how to optimize processes. And what I want to do for that is because, he's looking at a job where it's like, all right, you're going to analyze people's social medias. You're going to give them, recommendations based on performance, timing, spend, all of that. So in order to do that, you're going to have to be able to produce some sort of content as well, like especially if you're producing social media videos. So how do we produce all of that quickly? And then the other thing that I want to do, and I might not do the speed race where I do 60 of them. I might just do a couple walk the dogs where it's like, all right, I'm going to take this social media video, boom, okay, done. But now how do I make this whole process effective? Like I need to post it everywhere. Well, how am I going to do that? Use a Wix website. Use the platforms like it's going to post to YouTube, Shorts, TikTok. I think you can go Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit directly from Twitch. So it's like you don't really need to go anywhere. The nice thing about doing it from your website is it does, help with the SEO, a little bit of backlinking, especially if you're linking it to, like, if I go from thataidude.com to BizRise.io, now we got links, it's nothing crazy, but it helps. And then I'm also going to do the optimizer techniques that we were talking about today. I'm going to go check out Appify and then Answer the Public, which is a pretty cool feature that Alaska showed me today. It's a cool little website to kind of get a quick view of, all right, what's trending in your category. So, actually, that'll probably, fuck, dude, I might just take like a quick 30 and be back on this bitch, because you know what we need to do? What did we tell Anton? We told Anton action and intent. I got like 8 days. No, 7 days now. 6 probably. Because this day's almost over. But Anton's over there studying his ass off for an assurance exam. And we have 6 days to blow up a business. Can we do it? Jordan, can I do it in 6 days? Maybe not alone, but maybe with the community. None of us want the office jobs. We want more time, money, and freedom to do what the fuck we want. That's what we're doing. Boy. And maybe we teach some smarter approach stuff. Because speed's not going to matter necessarily. And I probably shouldn't be flying around. Check out how fast I can do shit. Woo! People don't care. Well, yeah, they kind of do. I like to go fast. I'll do both. Like, we'll walk the dog on one full process. And then we'll just fucking race. Yee-hoo! Fucking A. Fucking A, Jordan. And dude, I think you'll understand this, but so it was weird how it all shook out, but we had a conversation. I was like, all right, well, the technology just came out. I'm going all in. Like, this is it. Like, I probably have 8 days left. If I can't figure out something, I gotta go work a fucking real job again. Or I might just say, fuck it. I mean, send it. But we're gonna get it done. We're not thinking about the negatives right now. We're thinking about what we can do, what we're capable of. We're gonna use the fucking shit out of AI to do it. And the other thing I'm gonna do, actually, this might be more important. We'll focus on walk the dog because we gotta map out that process a little bit. Like, if I am going to go fast as fuck, boy, what's the best way to do that? And how do we do that effectively to make it work? Chill. We're gonna do that later. That's how we roll, baby. Cool. Well, Jordan, love you long time. I should be back on live tonight. If I'm not, what I might actually do is do the screen share to Discord, and get some recordings that way. Because a lot of times when I'm fucking doing tutorials, if any of the video drops or anything, it looks shitty. I'll be around later, brother. You the man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh no, hang on. No. Nope. No sirree, Bob. That is not what we are doing. This is. Yep. Tell me you charge, baby. My reaction video. I can't forget about having fun. All right. Is that your tattoo, Jordan? Do you have a fucking mouse getting smacked by a mouse trap tattoo somewhere? I gotta watch it. All right. Oh, Jordan. Motherfucker, can you hear that? Can you hear it though? I can't hear it. Is there volume coming out on your side? I can't hear it. Motherfucker, me neither. On too, that's the problem. Alright. We might have to delay our reaction video. I had to go FaceTime the kids. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna go 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Kicking off with the reaction video. Let me see if I can get the sound on. One last thing to try. Fuck me. Fun part about live stream tutorials when you're setting up your live stream scene